good morning! Are you all excited about our tour? I can't hear you. Are you all excited? Alright, me too. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself. I am Aliana, one of the tour guides that will accompany you on today's adventure. On behalf of the finest 5-star, we welcome you to Magalang, our trip from here to our first destination. It will take us about 30 minutes, but before we go, let's do the head count first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. Okay, so now you are total of 15. So you should remain in a total of 15 until the end of our tour. We will always do the head count before we go to our next destination, so no one will be left behind. But first, before we start our journey, there are some friendly reminders and safety precautions that I want you to know. First, never leave your things unattended to avoid unnecessary loss. Second, synchronize your time with me. Check your time now and it should be 7:30 a.m. and always follow the itinerary that is given to you along with the time. Third, I have a whistle with me. If you hear me whistle once with the green flag, it means you can now enjoy the beautiful attractions. But if you hear me 2 whistles with a red flag, that means you need to return here in front of our bus because we are heading to our next stop. Fourth, pick a partner or your pair throughout the journey so no one will get lost. And always observe your partner so no one will be left behind. And fifth, I have with me a first aid kit in case of emergency. And lastly, remember our bus is in color of black and with the plate number of COB 1234, picture of our bus, so you won't forget. Am I clear? If it's clear when I say crystal, you say clear, okay? Crystal! Okay, again, crystal! Thank you so much, tourists!
Hello! Good morning, everyone. I am Miss Hailey, one of the tour guides that will accompany you in today's adventure. Before we start our adventure, today we will head to coffee shop for breakfast before we begin our travels today so that we can have the energy we need for this tour. I'll give you some time to freshen up and use the bathroom if necessary once we get to the cafe. Food and beverage are also included, so feel free to order anything you want for our breakfast. Everything is already set up for us and the menu will include some of the cafe's most well-liked foods and beverage because we made special arrangement just for you guys. If you have any dietary requirements or food allergies, kindly let me know so that we may make the appropriate accommodation for you. We have arrived at our first destination, the Cafe Uno. The welcoming atmosphere at Cafe Uno is well known and as you can see, there are trees and other decorative plants all around the space. Additionally, for the moodiest and the most aesthetically pleasant ambience, we advise visiting at night. Along with their coffee beverage, they frequently serve a variety of food selection and dinners. With cozy seats, soothing sounds, and helpful personnel, the ambience is often calm and welcoming. For customers who wish to work or study while they enjoy their coffee, it also provides free Wi-Fi. The Cafe Uno is ideal location whether you're seeking for a quick caffeine fix or place to relax and socialize. They also serve breakfast meals if you want some rice in the morning. You may now order your food at the counter. We will have some free time after the breakfast to look around the cafe. Before continuing our tour, please remember to return on time so that we can keep to our schedule, and feel free to ask if any question you may have. Alright, go to the vehicle and do the head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now let's go to our second destination.
Greetings everyone, I'm Cheska and I'll be your tour guide for today. I'd like to remind everyone of a few things. Since littering is prohibited where we're heading, let's keep our rubbish clean until we see the proper trash cans, perhaps in our pockets or bags. Please raise your hand and you ask me if you can hear me or comprehend what I'm saying. Built on the slopes of Mount Arayat on the Galito side, itong pakpak exists with you in mind whether you are 3 to 93 years old. Its accessibility is carefully engineered to blend naturally with the existing natural contour of the mountain. With its modern structure, it manages to be in harmony with the elements of nature without sacrificing your comfort. Our well-paved concrete roads from the barrio leading right to the doorsteps of our villas, function halls, campsite, wedding garden, and other facilities are perfect for any occasion you may plan for your family, corporate, retreats, among others. To cite a few of the wonders of Intong Bakbak Eco Park, take time to no expensive gadgets, no equipment. The only power to bring with you is the willpower to raise yourself above the vertical limit. The natural way where you can see the panoramic view from the new function hall. Intong Bakbak Eco Park with its garden of fruit-bearing trees, a garden of stones, a garden of trees. Plant a seed, set your goal, take your dreams and return to Intong Bakbak every time and watch your dreams unfold through the seeds you have planted. The closest act to that of God is to plant a tree, see it grow and bear fruits. Remember every time you choose to stay at Intong Bakbak. We will give you plenty of time to enjoy and explore the place. However, for us to continue to our next location, once you hear the 2 whistles and you see the red flag, you must return in front of our bus. Have fun, everyone! Everyone, please go to our bus and sit on your seat. How's your experience? That's great. Now let's do the head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you everyone. Now let's go to our next destination.
Hello everyone, I am Jeremy. For this time, I will be your tour guide. While we are on our way to St. Bartolome Parish Church, you can do anything you like but remain seated and fasten your seatbelt for your safety. And if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. Let's travel to the past. Welcome to San Bartolome Parish Church. The parish of San Bartolome celebrates 400 years since it first became a parish. It is one of the nation's oldest parishes and dates back to 1605. On December 19, 1598, the nearby town of Arayat established the town of Magalang as a sub-parish, or the Visita, with Father Andres Hernandez as its vicar. On April 30, 1605, Magalang was officially separated from the mother town of Arayat, and Father Gonzales de Salazar, or Osa, was appointed its first pastor. After Father Salazar's transfer, its parish was reverted to Arayat. In 1686, Augustinian documents mention that Magalang, together with Tarlac, was under the pastorship of Father Pedro de Flores, or Osa. The first parish church was initially located in a small barangay of Macapsa, Magalang, when it was divided from the parish of neighboring town of Arayat, Pampanga. It was relocated due to frequent flooding to Barangay Talimbundok, where a church was constructed in 1725. The current church was built by Father Ramon Sarionanda in 1866. The church is primarily constructed out of dead stones or pumice that were collected from the adjacent town of Porac, Pampanga, which has a lot of sand and similar stones right now, especially in the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. Alright, you can now roam around the area and enjoy. Remember, if you hear me whistle twice and raise a red flag, you need to return in front of our bus because we're going to our next destination. The time is ticking. You may now go. Everyone, please go to our bus and sit on your seat. How's your experience? Oh, that's great! Now let's do the hand count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Now let's go to our next destination.
And now let's move on to the second to the last destination, situated in the lush greeneries of Babalacat, Pampanga. We found the perfect place for everyone who wants to leave the city for a while and live in a peaceful yet homey farmhouse, Aves Farm. Aves Farm started as a dream for a father. It was the famous Larry J. Cruz dream farmhouse, a bahay kubo type in a grander style which he wished to give to his father, Mr. Abe. Unfortunately, Larry Cruz died earlier than the plan. From then, Mr. Ernesto Aguilar, the owner's representative of Aves Farm, has kept this place close to what he imagined Larry Cruz would love. The concept of the farm, restaurant, and accommodation of Aves is inspired by Larry Cruz's love for food and friends. He wasn't a chef, nor he knew how to cook, but he had a very sensitive taste bud, and he knew exactly what was incomplete and what was wrong with a specific dish. As a Kapampangan, Mr. Aguilar made sure that the food they serve is all authentic Kapampangan dishes and is Larry Cruz approved. A refreshing taste in the restaurant should be equaled by a relaxing stay at Abbes. From a restaurant, it grew even more and became a sanctuary for everyone who wishes not just a taste of authentic Kapampangan cuisine, but to also feel the warmth of home. Home in a secluded place surrounded by nature. Okay, now, please let us go back to our bus. After that, we will proceed to head count. First, starting with 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 15. And now that we are complete, let's proceed to our next final destination. Let's go!
Magandang buhay sa inyong lahat. I'm Prince, your tour guide for today. I'd like to remind everyone of few things. Littering is provided, so let's keep your trash contained, perhaps in your pockets or bags, until you see appropriate trash cans. If you can hear me or understand what I'm saying, please raise your hand and don't hesitate to ask me. I have got my whistle with me, so when you hear like this, our tour may begin. However, if you hear the whistle sounds twice like this, and our flags and raised, it signifies we need to return to our bus and continue to the next location. And I'm clear, everyone? Alright. Banal na Bundok, Dalan ng Cruz is one of the most popular tourist spots in Pampanga. It was in 2012 when the Magalang Scorpies International decided to embark on a project on Orchard Village, Ayala, Magalang, Pampanga. This tourist destination features the life-size statue of the 14th station of the cross. This is the 1.6 kilometer trek towards the summit. From its foot of the first station until the 14th station, 35 feet tall rise when reach the 14th station of the cross. You will see an amazing overlooking view of Pampanga and nearby province Banal na Bundok. Dalan ng Cruz is one of the most beautiful and best pilgrimage in the Philippines. We will give you plenty of time to enjoy and explore the place. However, for us to continue to our next location, once you hear the two whistles and see the red flag, you must return to the front of our bus. Have fun and journey. Everyone, please go to our bus and sit in your seat. Our experience? That's great. Now, let's do the head counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we are complete. I am happy that everyone here safe and sound. Thank you everyone for your cooperation. I hope you enjoy, had fun, and learned from our tour. We, the finest 5-star tour, would love to see you a guide again. This is the end of our tour. We will drive you now to our drop point.